Big circles going backwards. Really squeezing between your shoulder blades. Matt, stop barking. Pulling those arms back behind you, stretching through your chest. So once again, go through the format of our class, even though most of you guys will already know. We're going to do about a 5-minute warm-up, and then a circuit of 6 exercises. We'll do. I put your breakfast on this table down here. So let's go forward with our arms now, really rounding through that upper back. So that circuit of 6 exercises, we'll do each exercise for 30 seconds, take a 10-second break, and we'll go through each exercise, or go through the circuit 3 times for a total of 12 minutes. So we'll do 2 of those circuits, an 8-minute core circuit, and then finish up the last 10-15 minutes with some yoga. So we're gonna come forward in a lunge, twisting in the direction of that front leg, back to standing, lunge the other side.
Mama, I know what I should put on.
Good. Getting a little lower in that lunge as we go on. Whoops. Try not to trip on your mat. Good.
Oh, I remember. Hello, Mommy. Can I come in here?
I'm gonna go one more each leg. Last one, and we're gonna take it to air squats. So facing forward, squatting down, not super low. We're still just warming up. I found the sleepers that her and Declan came home from the hospital in. So those have become the greatest play toy. Trying to put them on all her stuffies and babies. So I might have to button up a sleeper here during our workout. Good. Let's get going a little faster now in this air squat. Good. So 10 seconds left here, and we're going to go into ski lunges. All right, so we're going to be traveling as fast as we can, or as far as we can, side to side, touching that toe down in the back. Picking up the pace here as we start to get a little bit warm. Happy to see our internet's working this morning, so we don't have the same problems as last week, and this is definitely recording today. So we're going to do about 15 seconds left here in our ski lunges, and then we're going to go into jumping jacks. Take out the jump at any time if you need to. Okay, so coming to face forward, jumping jacks. You can also just tap your toes out to the side to keep it low impact. Shoulders down, away from your ears. So in about 10 seconds, we're going to take it to X jacks. So every other jack, your arms are going to come forward. So let's do that now. Up, forward, up, forward. Got the whole family joining me today. Matt, you can stop following him around. Declan has food, so the dogs follow him around. 10 more seconds here. And that'll be it for our warm-up. All right, guys, so grab a drink of water, walk around a little bit. As always, you can either copy along with me while I demo our first round of exercises, or just do a shuffle or a standing march, whatever you need to keep your warm-up going. So no equipment for today. We will be using a wall for a couple of the exercises, not until our second round. So if you need to move yourself to a different location in your house, you can do that after our first circuit and we take a break. So, Beth, I need you to move off my mat, okay, babe? You can sit here. Thanks. Body off. So our first exercise, we're gonna come to the side of our mat. We're gonna do a side kick. So again, whenever we do our side kicks, we're leading with the knee, using that outer glute, there, your hip muscle, to get your knee high. Woo! Hinging from the knee, kick out, bring it down, shuffle across, about 2 shuffles. Side kick the other side, shuffle across. Try not to kick any family members. Then we're gonna go a single leg deadlift into a jump squat. So it doesn't matter what leg you start on. I'm gonna have my right leg forward. You're coming into a nice controlled single leg deadlift. Hips are level, toes on that back foot are pointing straight down to the floor. Getting low, using the glutes to keep that leg high. Come back to standing, jump squat, other side. Single leg deadlift to a jump squat. I'm gonna have to do mine sideways, otherwise I'm gonna hit my wall. Getting your balance in between each. Then we're gonna come into a forearm plank with rotation. So coming down on our forearms, we're gonna rotate, but just our upper body. So it's not like an ab side plank where our feet stack. We're gonna keep our feet on the floor, raising that one arm up. So you're rotating your upper body, really putting a lot of stress on this bottom shoulder. Back down, rotate the other direction, back down. Really working into our shoulders with that. Then we're gonna do a long jump burpee. So coming to the end of your mat, we're gonna come down into a burpee with a push-up. So a standard burpee. Can you guys go somewhere else, please? Leave me alone. Out. Out, out, out. Thank you. So jumping back into a plank or stepping back, push up, jump back up, long jump to the end of your mat, jump, turn, burpee on this side. Then we're gonna do some in and out squats. So we're gonna start with our feet wide. We're gonna do squat jump, feet narrow, squat jump. Feet wide, squat jump, feet narrow, squat jump. And then our last one, 2 floor dips into a reverse plank. So coming down onto the floor, fingers are pointing towards our bum. You can have your knees bent, hips up. We're gonna bend from the elbows, 2 dips, extend your feet out, hips high, holding that high plank or that reverse plank for a second. Bring your feet back in for 2 dips, back out, reverse plank. We're just holding that reverse plank as long as we need to. Once we get into position, we get our hips high, hold it for about a second, and then bring your feet back in for your 2 dips. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with our side kick to a shuffle. So starting at one end, gonna get our timer going on the buzzer, start with your kick, and 2 shuffles across. Here we go. So kick, shuffle, shuffle, kick, shuffle, shuffle. Leading with that knee to get your leg high. Looking in the direction that you're kicking. Almost done here. Then we're going into our single leg deadlift with a jump squat. Last kick, good. So it doesn't matter, I'm gonna start with my right leg forward. We're alternating legs, so it doesn't matter what you start with. Here we go, nice and controlled single leg deadlift. Get your balance, jump squat, other side. Keeping those hips level as you come forward. You can think about bringing your hands down towards your foot in that deadlift. Good. So forearm planks with rotation. Coming down onto your mat. Remember, we're keeping our feet stationary. We're not stacking them. Here we go. Picking up one arm, picking up the other. You're not going to really be able to keep your hips level on this one as well because we are rotating. Good. Turn that chest up towards the ceiling. 5 seconds left. And we're into our long jump burpee. Coming to the end of your mat, we're going to start with our burpee. Remember, we are doing a push-up with this burpee. Catching your breath. Here we go. Step or jump back. Push up. Come on up. Long jump. Jump turn. Other side. Long jump. Jump turn. Good. 10 seconds. Last one. Good. Into our in and out jump squats. Starting with our legs wide. Catch your breath. Here we go. Jump squat wide. Bring your feet in. Jump squat narrow. Feet out. Halfway done. 15 seconds left of these. You can take out the jump at any time and just do an air squat. Step it out wide for an air squat. Back in narrow. Good. 2 floor dips to a reverse plank. Last one of this cycle. Hips are high. 1 dip, 2 dip. Step your feet out. Reverse plank. Back in for 2 dips. Trying to get your hips nice and high in that reverse plank. Using your glutes and your back. Good. 5 seconds left. Okay, come on up. Side kick with a shuffle. I'm getting hot already. Open the door for some air. Here we go. Side kick. 2 shuffles across. Other side. Leading with that knee. Look out. Looking in the direction you're kicking. Last few seconds. Okay, into our single leg deadlift. To a jump squat. Yeah? Look at you. So in our deadlift, think about coming down to touch that front toe. Jump squat. Other leg. That's flying ghost pose. Nice and controlled in that deadlift. Hips level. Getting some air on that jump squat. Losing my balance. That's okay. Last 5 seconds here. We're going into our forearm plank with a twist. Declan, can you open that back up, please? Well, I'm hot. If you're cold, you can go play downstairs. Go open it up, please. Down on your forearms. Twisting side to side. Keeping your butt down. You don't want to be like this. Nice and low. Tilting your pelvis under, as always, anytime we're in this plank position. You like it when I'm hot? Oh, that's nice of you. Last one. Come on up. Into our long jump burpee. You can always drop to your knees for the push-up portion of your burpee if you need to. Here we go. Big jump, jump turn, and down. Whoa. 10 seconds. Whew, come on up. In and out jump squats. Can you put that back, please? Please? That's not a toy. Let's start with our legs wide. Bring them in narrow, squat jump, and wide. Narrow, wide, narrow, wide, and narrow. 10 seconds here, guys. And then we're into our 2 floor dips, 2 reverse plank. So down on your mat. The elbows are bending straight back behind you. Hips up, here we go. 1, 2, extend your legs, hips up, back in. 1, 2, extend your legs, hips to the ceiling. Good. Halfway done. Then we're gonna start from the top for 1 more round. 1, 2, hips up. Last couple dips. Starting from the top with our side kick with a shuffle. Take an extra few seconds. Isla, you need to wait. Take an extra few seconds if you're lightheaded when you come up from the floor.
Hey, the battery didn't die at all. It still works.
Awesome. That's exciting. Getting that leg nice and high, parallel with the floor, if you can. Leading with your knee. Last second. Good. Single leg deadlift to a jump squat. Here we go. Sliding those hands down your leg. Towards your foot. You don't have to touch your foot. Jump squat. Other side. Keeping your hips level. Slight bend to that front knee. Okay. 5 seconds left. We're going to our forearm plank with a twist. Coming down on your mat. Solid forearm plank, tucking that pelvis under. Think about pulling your hip points up towards your ribs. Almost done. And then we're going to come up for our long jump burpee. Last time we have to do that one. Good. Come on up to the end of your mat. Focusing on really good, solid push-ups for this one. Here we go. Jumping or stepping back. Push up. Big jump. Jump turn. And down.
Can you hear that?
10 seconds left. I heard it. It's meowing at us. Trying to get one more. Whoops. Come on up for our in and out jump squat. 2 more exercises in this circuit. We'll take a break. Starting with our leg squat. Here we go. Squat jump. Narrow. Squat jump. Fifteen seconds left. Keep those jumps going if you can. Remember, you can take out the jump anytime. Last few seconds, and then we're into our floor dips with the reverse plank. Good, coming down to your mat. Last 30 seconds here. Fingers pointing towards your bum. Elbows go straight back behind you in your dips. Hips up, here we go. 1, 2, extend your legs. Hips up. Back in for 2 dips. Using those low back muscles and your glutes, your butt, to drive those hips to the ceiling in your reverse plank. Last one. One more plank. Good. Grab a drink of water, have a walk around. As I said, we are gonna need a bit of wall space for the next circuit. So if you need to change the location in your house, go ahead and do that now. Devin, please don't slam the gate, okay? Okay, so this is still your rest time. Excuse me. I'm going to go through and demo our next round of exercises. So our first one is either a squat jump or a tuck jump, whatever you want to do, followed by 2 punches. I see. So for a tuck jump, it's going to look like this. Squat down, knees into your armpits, land low, stay low, punch, punch, back up into a tuck jump, punch, punch. Or squat jump, punch, punch, squat jump, punch, punch. I know you like punching. So then we're going to do a wall squat with a back widow. So we did the back widow the other day. That's when your elbows are pressing into the wall and you're using your back muscles to drive your body away from the wall and come back down. We're going to do that, but we're going to do it while we hold a wall squat. So getting low, trying to get your thighs at 90 degrees if you can. So from here, driving your elbows into the wall and back down. Anytime you need to come out of your wall squat, I'm doing exercise right now, so you're just going to have to wait till I'm done. And just do them leaning against the wall if you need to come out of the wall squat. You guys, can you please go play downstairs? Guys, downstairs, please. Thank you. So then our next one, I'm sweating. 2 push-ups to a side plank. So this is going to be a regular side plank. 2 push-ups, stacking your feet, rotating to a side plank, back to center, 2 push-ups, rotating the other direction. You can do your push-ups either from your toes or your knees. Then we're going to come into a sumo squat. So toes are wide, knees tracking over the toes. You're actively thinking about pushing your knees out wide. So we're not doing this. We're doing this. So we're going to come down low into a sumo squat, pivot one direction, 2 fast knee ups, back down to a sumo squat, pivot the other way, 2 fast knee ups. Come here, I'll open the gate for you. Either end. There's not going to be any shows if you need this. Then we're going to go into a 360-degree jump squat. So we've done these before, facing forward, jump squat, turn to the side, turn to back, keep going around in a circle. I'll cue you halfway through to switch directions. And then our last one is going to be a wall shoulder press. So sorry, you're just going to see my butt for this one. We're going to hinge at the hips so that your torso, your legs form a 90-degree angle. Hands are on the wall. You're going to bend your elbows so your head just touches the wall and then press back out. So it's this movement to work into our shoulders. It's like doing an overhead press with weights, only we're hinging at the hips and using our body weight against the wall. Okay, so those are our 6 exercises. We're going to get started with either a tuck jump or a squat jump, followed by 2 punches. All right, on our buzzer, get set up for your squat or your tuck. Here we go. Big jump, landing low, stay low, punch, punch. Back up, low, punch, punch. Punch, punch. Take it to just an air squat if you need to. Excellent, stop closing the door. 10 seconds. Whew. I'm gonna take mine to just an air squat. Or sorry, a jump squat. Making sure you stay low for those punches. Good. Wall squat with a back widow. Trying to stay low in your squat while you drive your elbows into the wall. To push your body away from the wall and release. Push your body away, release. Declan? Declan! No, you're gonna hurt yourself. So you're only moving your body maybe an inch off the wall. It's not a big movement. It's all coming from your upper back. Driving your elbows in and release. Drive them in and release. Just a couple seconds left. Good, so come on up. Shake out those legs. We're getting down for 2 push-ups to a side plank. Push-ups either from your toes or your knees. Here we go. 1, 2, side plank. Get your balance. Woo! I lost mine, that's okay. 1, 2, and other side. Tucking that pelvis under, protecting that low back. Five seconds. Good. Come on up, we're going into a sumo squat with a pivot to 2 knee ups. Keeping your legs wide. Here we go, down low, pivot. 1, 2, back down low, other side. 1, 2. Once you get the feel of it, pick up the pace. Keeping those knees wide. Declan, do not touch my computer. Keep it going, guys. Good and low. Twist. Yep. Declan, you're going to go to your room if you're not going to listen. 360-degree down jump squats. I'll cue you halfway through to switch directions. So starting facing forward, jump and turn. Jump and turn. Switch directions. If you're getting dizzy with this one, you can always just take it just to a straight forward facing air squat. Okay, last one of this circuit is our wall shoulder press. Trying to keep about a 90-degree angle with your torso and your legs. Bending at the elbows, so your head just grazes the wall, and push out. Abs are in tight here to protect that low back. No swing of the lower back. This is the last one of the circuit. We'll start again from the top. Feel bad that you guys are staring at my butt for this one. What are you gonna do? Good, come on up into our tuck jump or jump squat with 2 punches. Start with the tuck jump if you can, and then take it to the squat jump at any time. Think about getting your knees to your armpits. Landing soft, staying low. Using your arms to really propel yourself up. 10 seconds left. I'm gonna take mine to a squat jump. Then we're going into our wall squat with a back widow. Good, so coming against the wall, getting low in your squat. Trying to keep 90 degrees with your thighs. So getting low, driving through your elbows into the wall. To come out of that wall squat and just lean against the wall, that's fine. Not a big movement, maybe an inch. Last few seconds, guys. Stay down here with me if you can. Whew, shake out those legs. Coming down onto our mat for our 2 push-ups to a side plank. Here we go. Either from your toes or your knees. Listen to the side, arm up, back to your 2 push-ups. Other side. Ten seconds left. Come on up for our sumo squat with 2 knee ups. So knees and feet out wide, staying low. Here we go, get low, twist to the side, knee up, back to center, other side. We're trying to stay low the whole time. Good, 10 seconds left here. Last few seconds. Good, into our 360-degree jump squats. Or you can just face forward and do jump squats facing forward if you get a bit dizzy doing the turns. Here we go, jump and turn. And switch directions. After this, we're in our shoulder press on the wall. Last one of the circuit. Good, fixing your wall. Hinging from the hips. Bending at the elbows so your head just grazes the wall. Here we go. Tap on the wall, press it out. Shoulders down away from your ears. Make sure you're not shrugging. Good. Last 5 seconds. We're going to start from the top. Our tuck jump or squat jump with 2 punches. Big deep breaths. Last 4 minutes here, guys. Here we go. Getting those knees into the armpits. Landing soft. Punch, punch. Really using your arms to propel yourself up. Really developing a lot of power with movements like this. 5 seconds. Keep that tuck going. Into our wall squat with a back widow. Try to stay in your squat or come up to standing at any time. Here we go. Driving away with those elbows. Shoulders down away from your ears. Pushing through the elbows, using your upper back. And pull your body maybe an inch off the wall. Not very big movement. Last 5 seconds. Stay low if you can. Good. Come on up. Shake out those legs into our 2 push-ups to a side plank. Whew. Almost done, guys. This is a hard circuit. Here we go. 1, 2, side plank. Drop to your knees at any time for your push-ups. Making sure your pelvis is tucked under. You'll feel your lower abs engage. Almost done. Good. Come on up to our sumo squat with 2 knee ups. Trying to stay low the whole time, feet wide. Here we go. Squat down, pivot, knee up, back down, pivot. Keeping those feet wide. Stay low. Ten seconds left. Good. 360-degree jump squats. Or just keep it facing forward for a forward-facing jump squat. Here we go. Jump and turn. After this, we have our wall shoulder press, and we're done. Switch directions. guys. Keep the jump going if you can. Into our wall shoulder press. Last 30 seconds here. Yourself set up, here we go. Shoulders down away from your ears. Make sure you're not shrugging. Holding your abs in tight, so there's no arching of that low back. All right, guys, take your rest time, have a walk around. You want your heart rates down before we get down on our mat for our core work. Not now, I'm not done yet. Sorry about that, I had to blow my nose and didn't think it'd be appropriate to wipe my nose on my shirt while we're recording this. So our first ab exercise is gonna be a hollow body sweeper. So you're gonna come onto your back, legs are high, trying to press that low back. Thank you. Can you go, thanks. Down into the mat, extend the legs. We're gonna drop the legs down as far as you can while maintaining that pressure of your lower back on the mat. So your legs might be here, your legs might be here, whatever works for you. And then we're just gonna we're gonna hold that and do a big sweep arm circle with our arms. Then we're gonna stay on our back, legs are extended. We're gonna do single leg lowers. I like to look up at my belly button, but if your neck gets sore, you can drop your head down to the mat. And then we're gonna come up into a V-sit. So as always, when we do our V-sits, you're leaning back, keeping your back flat. We're not doing this, okay? So leaning back as far as you can. You can pick your feet off the ground if you want to. And we're gonna do big arm circles from this position. Then we're gonna come back down onto our back. We're gonna have our right leg extended, left knee bent, arms out to a T. We're gonna do toe touch sit-ups. So you're gonna sit up and try to touch your right toe with your left hand. So we're trying to get our shoulders way up off the mat here. Then our next one is on the other side. So left leg extended, right knee is bent. We're gonna come up and touch our left toes. And then our last one is gonna be Superman's. And we're just gonna move our arms around. So we're gonna start with the regular Superman. Move your arms to a Y, move them to a T, then pulse your thumbs up towards the ceiling, back forward, Y, T, pulse. Y, T, pulse. You can come down out of your Superman between each Y, T, pulse sequence, or you can stay up in your Superman the whole time. So let's get started with our hollow body sweepers. So on your mat, legs in the air, making sure you're pressing that low back down into the mat. Lowering your legs as far as you can while maintaining that pressure of your low back down into the mat. It's like you're imprinting an image of your whole spine down onto the mat. Arms in big circles here. 15 seconds left. Hold it up if you can. Keep it going. Core is tight. Good, so stay on your back. We're going to single leg lowers. Legs are both extended. We're gonna drop one leg down at a time. Looking up at your belly button, here we go. You can drop your head down to the mat if you need to. Get a little bit more activation of your core. if you look towards your belly button. Good. Keep it going. Imprinting that spine on the mat. Good. So come on up into a V-sit. We're going to do that V-sit with an arm circle. Again, your heels can be on the floor or your feet in the air. Leaning back as much as you can while maintaining that flat back. Make sure you're breathing here. Halfway done. Flatten out that back. Drawing your abs in towards your spine. So coming back down onto your back. Left knee is bent, right leg extended, arms out to a T. We're gonna come up and touch our right toe with our left hand. Here we go, trying to get your whole upper body, your shoulders all the way off the mat. So the only thing in contact with the mat here is your right hip once you're at the top of that sit-up. 10 seconds left, and then we'll go to the other side. Good, other side. So right knee is bent, left leg extended, arms out to a T. This time we're touching our left toe with our right hand. Here we go. Trying to get your whole upper body off the floor. Almost done. And then we're going to go over into our Supermans. Okay, so turning over onto your stomach. We're going to start in a high Superman. Then our arms are going to go wide, T, pulse. Here we go. Bring it up, wide, T, pulse. Back to start, wide, T, pulse. You can come down in between each YT pulse sequence, or stay up here the whole time. YT pulse. Try to get your legs a little higher. YT pulse. Good. YT pulse. Coming over onto our back for our hollow body sweepers. We're going to go through this circuit one more time. 4 more minutes and we're done. So lower your legs as far as you can, sweeping your arms around. Pressing that low back into the mat. 15 seconds. Almost done. Last 5. Good. Going into single leg lowers. Whew. Hands can be under your bum to keep that low back on the mat. Legs extended, dropping one leg and then the other. Keeping your abs in tight. Engaging that transverse abdominis. Keep your belly button in towards your spine. Last 10 seconds. Come on up into our V-sit. We're gonna do V-sit arm circles. Really using your abs to keep that back flat. Coming back, here we go. If you can maintain a flat back, feel free to pick your feet up off the floor, but only if you can keep that back flat. 10 seconds. Last few seconds. Down onto your mat. Right leg is extended, left knee is bent. We're gonna touch our right toes with our left hand. Arms are out at a T. Here we go, getting that whole upper body up off the floor. Pulling your abs in tight first, then move. Big exhales as you come up. 5 seconds, and then we'll go to the other side. Other side. Whew. Almost done. 2 more exercises in this core circuit. Here we go. Up and touch the left toe. Whole body up off the floor. Almost done. Getting that whole body up. Good. Flipping over on your mat. We're going into our Supermans with our YT pulse sequence. Last 30 seconds. Here we go. Getting up high. Y, T, pulse your thumbs to the ceiling. Back to the start position. Y, T, pulse. Getting your feet up a little higher, if you can. Shoulders down away from your ears. Y, T, pulse. Legs high. Come down if you need to. T, pulse.
Activity completed.
Whew. Good job, guys. So grab a drink of water. We'll get ourselves set up here for some yoga. Okay, so we're gonna start standing at the front of our mat. Big toes together, heels slightly separated so your feet are parallel. Inhale as we bring our arms up overhead. And we're just gonna do a little standing cobra here. So you can point or bend your elbows and have your thumbs on your nose, or you can keep your arms extended overhead, whatever you prefer. Just pushing your hips forward. Little tiny back bend. Come back up to standing and folding forward. Trying to hinge from your hips. We're gonna bend one knee to really stretch into the other hamstring. Come back to both legs straight. Bend the other knee, stretching into the other hamstring. Good, we're gonna do that one more time each side. Good, straighten both knees, and then bend one knee, stretching that hamstring on the other side. Now just coming into our forward fold here, grabbing both elbows, just let yourself hang, give yourself a little side to side twist. Releasing your hands down to the mat. Come halfway up with a flat back and look forward. Back down, hands to the mat, and we're gonna step back into a high plank and lower our bodies all the way to the floor. Tops of your feet pressing into the mat, little low cobra. Tucking your toes under, we're gonna press back up to a plank. And then pressing back so we're in a child's pose. So knees on the mat, shifting your hips back towards your ankles, extending your arms forward. And coming up to table and arching your belly button down to the mat. Bringing your chest through, looking forward. Rounding through, looking at your belly button and pressing back to a child's pose. One more time. Come up, arching your belly button down to the mat, looking forward and up, bringing your chest through, and then arching your back, looking towards your belly button, press back to a child's pose. Now we're gonna come up to table, step your hands forward so they're just at the top of your mat, dropping your chest down towards the floor, stretching into our upper back here. Some people call this a puppy pose. So trying to keep your hips over your knees and pressing your chest down towards the mat. You can, for a bit of a deeper stretch, lift your head up and look forward to the top of your mat. Really just letting your chest fall. This is one of my favorite stretches. I really struggle with having really tight thoracic spine, and this really helps. So if you're looking forward, bring your forehead down to the mat. Now we're gonna stay in this puppy pose, but we're gonna press one arm underneath. So it's like a thread the needle that we do when we're up in a tabletop position, but this time we're gonna do it from this puppy pose. So keeping your forehead on the mat, one arm is extended, the other arm is underneath your body, and you're pressing your chest down towards the mat. Releasing that, bringing both arms forward. Isla, I'm just gonna finish up this yoga and then I can play with you, okay? Other side, reaching the other arm underneath your body, keeping the one arm extended. In your puppy pose with a thread the needle. Isla, please come away from there.
What?
Because people don't need to be seeing you, they need to be able to copy along with me. Now extending both arms forward in your puppy pose again. We're gonna tuck our toes under and take a downward dog. Bend one knee and then the other here. Stretching into your calves.
Hey, Mom, did you already do your yoga?
I'm doing it right now.
Did you do those?
Pressing. No, I didn't use those today. Pressing both your heels down to the mat. We're gonna pick up our right leg, extend it to the ceiling, and then bending our knees so our hips are stacking on top of each other from this downward dog position. Bringing your hips back square, step your right foot forward, and come up into a high lunge. And bring your hands down to your hips, pressing forward to stretch into that left hip flexor. Sinking your hips a little lower if you can. You can also drop your knee down to do a low lunge if you need to. Now we're gonna bring our hands down to our mat and pivot to face the long edge of our mat. Gonna pigeon toe your toes in a little bit so the outer edges of your feet are parallel to your mat. And folding forward for our wide-legged forward fold. Now walking your hands over towards your right foot. You can bend that right knee a little bit to stretch into the inner thigh on your left leg. Walking your hands back to center. And walk over to the left leg. Bending that left knee a little bit to stretch into the inner thigh on your right side.
Mommy.
Walking your hands back to center. Wide-legged forward fold again. Then we're gonna pivot to face the back of your mat. So we'll be doing a high lunge on the other leg. Arms either overhead or at your hips. Trying to let your hips drop down towards the mat. You can again drop your knee down if you'd rather do a low lunge. Really stretching into the hip flexors on the right leg. Dropping your hands down to the mat again. We're gonna pivot back into our wide-legged forward fold. Pivot again to the front of your mat. We're gonna come down to pigeon on the right leg. So trying to get your right thigh parallel to the mat. And dropping forward, coming down any amount. Really getting a nice stretch into the glute on the right side.
That was mine. Mommy, look what that is. I'm showing.
You have pants on. Okay, you don't have pants on, so come here. Go put some pants on. So coming up, okay, pressing up onto your hands, you're gonna reach back and grab your right leg with your left hand to stretch into the quad. On the left leg, while we hold our pigeon on the right. Declan, can you listen to me, please? Declan and Isla, you need to go downstairs. Isla ran. Releasing that. Coming back to face forward. We're going to step our leg back into our downward dog.
Mom, I'm sorry.
Now we're going to step our left leg forward into pigeon.
Mom, did you hear me?
I heard you. That's okay. Can you please go downstairs and play with your brother and help him get some pants out of his drawer? Almost had another Declan coming into the video with his pants down again situation. I would go get him some pants, please. Coming forward any amount, feeling that nice stretch through the left glute. Pressing up onto your hands, we're going to reach back with our left hand, grab reach back with our right hand to grab our right foot and stretch into the quad on the right side. Declan, go downstairs and get dressed, please. This should feel really nice after all the jumping we did. Releasing that right foot, hands on the mat, and step back to our down dog. Not right now, Declan. You can walk out those legs here a little bit again. Declan, please go downstairs and get some clothes on. Yeah, you're not going to get a show if you're not going to listen, right? So dropping down to your knees. We're going to come to seated on our knees on our mat, raising our arms overhead, dropping our right hand to our left knee for a gentle spinal twist here. Looking over the left shoulder. Coming back to center, arms up. And dropping down the other direction. So left hand coming over to the right knee. And twist to look over your right shoulder. Coming back to center, shift back so you're on your bum, and we're going to come down onto our backs on our mat, hugging both knees into the chest, circling your knees one direction, and then the other. Now hugging your right knee into your chest, extending the left knee down, and pulling that right knee across your body while you look over your right shoulder. Coming back to center, hugging both knees into your chest. Now releasing your right leg down, hugging your left knee in. And pulling your left knee across your body while you turn to look over your left shoulder. Coming back to center, hugging both knees into your chest one last time. Give them a little massage if that feels good. Now rolling to your side and press yourself up to seated. So that's our workout for today, guys. Thanks for joining me. I feel like my legs are going to be really sore tomorrow. There is a link on the Facebook page if you want to stay and have a coffee afterwards. Otherwise, I will see you next Monday. This class did record. I had problems with that on Monday, so I will have the recording posted on the YouTube page shortly here. And I'll see you guys for coffee if anyone wants to stay. Bye. Say bye.